Pack, help me move this seat, man. We're still sinking. Shit. I'll get you out of here, Dunn. You hear me? How, man? The doors are stuck shut. Shit!
This wasn't how it's supposed to happen, Irish. Recker, take my gun.
The fuck are you thinking, Dunn? The fuck are you thinking?
For the wolf to survive, it's got to chew off its own leg.
Fire! Negative, don't do it! Now, Recker, shoot out the window. That's an order! Don't you fucking do it, Recker!
Save yourselves. Get out of here. Get out of here!
Fucking bullshit, man!
Battlefield 4, last time I did the story explained for Battlefield 3, you guys absolutely loved it, crushed the like button, and wanted to see more Battlefield story. In years past, I've done this with Call of Duty, but with the resurgence of Battlefield, you guys have been asking for it more and more. And guess what? You're in for a treat, because as it turns out, Battlefield 3 is in the same universe as Battlefield 4, which is actually in the same universe as 2042, which we now have evidence that Battlefield 6 is in the same universe as well. So in this video, what I'm going to do is break down the story of Battlefield 4, the entire battles, how it fits into the universe, and everything in between. And if you enjoy it, all I ask in return is you hit the like button, sit back, relax, and enjoy. And if you really do like it, subscribe. Because ladies and gentlemen, this is the story explained for Battlefield 4. So the campaign starts out in Baku, Azerbaijan. We are playing as a group of soldiers by the name of Tombstone, which consists of us, Recker, Dunn, our leader, Pack, and Irish. These are the soldiers that you pretty much follow throughout the entire campaign, but there's going to be some changes as you see. Now, Tombstone is in Baku, Azerbaijan, because they have received vital information that they are trying to extract out of the area. And their plans are to get to the top of this very large skyscraper and extract via helicopter. The problem is, the entire time they are being tracked down by Russian troops. And well, things really don't go according to plan because of those Russian troops. In fact, the entire building that they are in completely and utterly collapses. Now, as the squad falls to the bottom and eventually comes to, they wake up to find Dunn completely trapped, which essentially leaves them with one option.
Oh, my leg! Oh, man. Oh, man. Jesus Christ, this leg looks like pop sausage. You're gonna be fine, Dunn. You're gonna be okay, man. We're gonna get you out. Pack the fuel! Yeah, I know. Stop! Recker, cover me! Get out now! Get out!
Please, I'll help you.
No,
Please.
No, you have to get out of here. It's not safe. Fucking civilians. Recker, I need your knife! Well, 4 Staff Sergeant, gotta cut the leg! Gotta do what? Recker, come here! Get over there, Recker, I got this. Go! A wolf stuck in a trap will chew off its own leg to survive. Come on! The bone's powder, just flesh and uniform keeping me here. Do it! Cut it now! We gotta go.
So you take Dunn's leg, he passes out, but thankfully someone randomly showed up in a collapsed building in a vehicle that you can then take. But you are still hunted by the Russians. You're followed by helicopters, and eventually they do get the best of you, and you end up flipping into some water. And that's where the beginning of the game actually picked up, is underneath that water where you shoot out the glass. So as you swim to the surface, Dunn is left behind. He is actually killed in the very first mission, never to be seen again. Now, from this mission, we end up finding out that currently in China, there is a coup going on. And someone by the name of Jin Ji, who is currently trying to get peace within China, has been assassinated. And guess what? In China, America has been blamed for the assassination. So with this, someone by the name of Admiral Chang takes his spot, an extremist who is willing to work with Russia. And we will get into a little bit more of the backstory a little bit later on when we have more information. However, the USS Valkyrie is where we go next, which is a giant warship who our crew, Tombstone, returns to.
Your job is to pull VIPs out of the GU tower safe and sound. Extraction will be coordinated by one spook agent, Laszlo W. Kovic.
Well, if you don't know who Kovic is, that is when we need to go back to Battlefield 3, because inside Battlefield 3, one of the people who is interrogating Blackburn is indeed Kovic.
Boys are late. Takes time to shoot your way through a search party making their way up the building.
Why do you think I moved rooms?
If you could move, Kovic, what the hell you need us for?
Crossing the hall's a bit easier than crossing the street. Get in here.
Come on, Recker.
Where's the van?
Man, we can't take the street. Chinese military is swarming.
Oh, that's just fucking great.
Who are these VIPs?
They're very important people. Significant woman and her husband. We're getting them out in one piece. That's all you need to know.
I'm Hannah. This is my husband. Thank you for coming.
Excuse me, sir.
So upon getting up to the penthouse, we end up getting in contact with Kovic, who we find out is a CIA asset. Now, he's protecting two VIPs, specifically someone by the name of Hannah, and the other one is her husband. So Kovic gives us the instructions that we need to get to the roof of the building to extract via helicopter, as that's the only way we have to do so. However, when we get there, one of the VIPs gets shot.
Everybody on board now! Go, 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 move! Go on, check, Recker! Come on, come on! Go, go, go! Let's go, let's go! VIP down!
So the VIP is shot, but they end up scrambling into the helicopter and making their way back to the Valkyrie via Kovic and the helicopter. However, our crew, Tombstone, has now been abandoned, and the only way we can get back to where we're going is to work our way to the river and find ourselves a boat. And eventually, we end up doing so. But as we escape on the boat, this happens.
This is Fortress. All right, make it fast.
This rusty old tin can is hardly a speed demon. Over.
Fortress, are you taking fire, Tombstone? Say again. Tombstone, are you taking fire? Give me a sit rep.
Travis, tell me what just happened. Must have been an EMP blast. Don't worry. It kills electronics, not people.
Now, because China has descended into basically chaos, Admiral Chang decides to launch an EMP, and this leaves everyone stranded on the water. However, Irish directs everyone back to the Valkyrie, leading about 300 refugees onto the boat, which is more than the boat can handle. Therefore, what they end up doing is having to head towards a bigger boat, the USS Titan. However, when they get to it, it's, well, not in very good shape.
Look.
Damned. It's not good, man. So many bodies.
Tombstone! Where the fuck is Tombstone?
So Garrison gives us the briefing. The ship has been taken, and we need to board the sinking Titan in order to get basically the black box of the ship. So we are sent once again alongside Kovic to go into the boat, swim through it, and eventually extract with a hard drive, which we end up receiving. However, upon getting back to the Valkyrie, it is already under attack, and we have to defend it. And when we end up getting there, we end up seeing that one of our VIPs may not be what we originally thought.
Hannah's in trouble! Breach the door!
Fuck, Pat, come on!
Damn! Holy cow, she can fight.
Where the hell is he?
Garrison had him relocated.
What? You left the side?
He doesn't know who I am. What was I supposed to do? Fight him? I have kept the line of defense. Call command deck. Ask Garrison where he's located.
So Hannah essentially beats up 3 people, and we start to realize this isn't just a normal person, and for some reason, she's protecting her husband, who is now with Garrison, who we now need to work our way to. Also, Kovic is seemingly more protecting the husband than the wife. None of it is really making any sense. So we make our way back up to the deck when we are fully under attack, and then this happens to Kovic.
All right. Hostile helo is down! Hell yeah! Don't mess with the Valkyrie! Incoming aerosol!
And after defending the entire bridge, Kovic leaves you with one message.
Motherfucker! It's probably all in there. Take it. Garrison has the codes. Jane's gonna hunt you. You'll be the center of it all. Make sure he lives. Brains, you tell Garrison he has to trust her.
Thank you.
Recker! You take the lead! Go! So we end up making our way back to Garrison, and it's weird. Kovic told us that we needed to trust Hannah, no matter what. We needed to follow her, and we needed to tell Garrison that he could trust her as well. But seemingly, he didn't know. Kovic was a part of the CIA, we are in the Marines, so clearly there was some intelligence that we didn't know. Now, getting back to Garrison, he explains to us that the reason why the Chinese are able to attack our ship so well is they have air superiority, specifically out of Singapore. So during a typhoon, we are sent into Singapore to destroy the Chinese airbase in the area, and we do a reasonable job at it. And when we go to extract out of the area, we end up stealing one of the enemy's vehicles, and we are escaping, and then we crash.
Pack. Wake up, goddammit! Pack! Don't you fucking do this! Come on, damn it!
快来！他们在这儿，我抓到他们了。
The fuck? You fucking...
不要管他，他已经死了。带走这个。Couldn't be any other way.
So Pack is seemingly killed. Irish and Recker are both taken into custody, and Hannah seems to be working for the other side. Now, we wake up inside of some sort of Chinese prison. We don't know where we are, but we are being interrogated.
Recker! Recker, stay with me! Stay with me, Recker! I'm gonna cut your fucking arms off, and I'm gonna find that bitch by hand, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of her with him! I'm the fucking husband!
Your husband? What husband? Is your mind sleeping?
You think I'm stupid, huh? The guy with the bandages. I know.
So, he still lives. Your ship is a UAV, is it not?
What? The fuck are you talking about?
I have no idea who you brought out of Shanghai, do you?
Now, all of a sudden, we realize that Hannah was not married to that man. Hannah was a spy, and for some reason, she turned on us, even though Kovic told us to trust her. But when we wake up in our prison cell, we wake up to this.
You an American, remember? You think your country will come for you? No. You will rot here. Take it from me. You have no reason to trust me, but there is a limit to what one man can do alone.
So this is when we get into a little bit more backstory and a little bit more of a description as to what is going on with world events at this time. If you remember, this is Dima from Battlefield 3. At the end of Battlefield 3, we find out that there's a small group of Russian GRU agents who are actually working with the United States to stop the PLR. The PLR have 2 nukes, and they're going to use one in Paris, and they're going to use one in New York. Dima, the Russian agent, was going to deal with Paris, while you, Blackburn, the American agent, was going to deal with New York. However, when Dima eventually figured out where the nuke was in Paris, he was actually wrong, and the nuke still went off, killing over 80,000 people, and Dima being disfigured. Now, Russia blamed the USA blamed Russia, so in other words, they no longer wanted to be allies. So what did Russia do? They cozied themselves up to China, and specifically Admiral Kang. How did they do so? By offering Dima, the person that they felt responsible for Paris, over to a Chinese gulag or encampment. And in doing so, this built the relationship between China and Russia. So in other words, at the end of Battlefield 3, when someone comes and knocks on the door, the person doing this is the Russian government shipping Dima off to China.
Sure, it is worth it.
So when we wake up in this Chinese prison, Dima wakes us up and says, now that I have your help, I am able to escape. And they mount an escape together, eventually making their way to a door where they're about to get outside the prison when they are captured once again by Hannah. But then this happens.
Sorry, I couldn't do.
Fucking scum-sucking bitch!
You wanna kill this китайская женщина right after she said that?
Calm down.
Go fuck yourself! You gave us up!
Let me explain.
Fuck that! You got no loyalty! You're working with Chang!
No! I have no loyalty to Chang. He wanted Jinjie dead. It was my mission to protect him.
Yeah, look where it got him! He's a fucking dead man!
No, he's
Well,
not.
shoot your
He's
children!
not.
Unless you all wanna die here. Go now! Grab your guns! Fight later! Come on!
So now we find out why Hannah was extracted by the CIA. She was the Secret Service agent protecting Jinji, the person who was supposed to save all of the Russian people. So now she is once again helping us escape. She just had to pretend to be on the other side to eventually help us escape. This will come back later. Now, she also explains to us that her husband wasn't her husband. It was Jinji the entire time. That's why the CIA used them as VIPs, to extract them out of China so they could then further be used to take over Admiral Chang. So Hannah was set to protect her as well as Kovic. So we now have to get back to the Valkyrie. So they are able to get outside the prison doors and eventually working their way to, I guess you could call it a gondola going down a massive ski hill. And when they eventually get moving down the hill and moving down the mountain, well, let's just say things don't go very well. Now, Dima actually doesn't make it here, so we're left with Hannah, Irish, and Recker. They end up making their way to Tashgar, an area within China where they have to kind of fight their way through after they had just survived in the wilderness for 2 days straight, but eventually finding a jeep, working their way all the way to someone by the name of Major Greenland. They specifically asked this major that they need to get back to the Valkyrie. They need to get back to the ship. However, Greenland says that the only way they will be able to do so is if they end up taking out the dam. And well, they take out the dam.
What the hell happened?
I only counted 2 explosions!
Damn it.
Can we just take a moment to realize how great of a pun that is that Hannah just said?
That was close.
Now, just to be clear, I have no idea how they survived that fall, but what ends up happening next is because they were able to do this, Major Greenland can end up getting them evacuated from the area and brought back to the Valkyrie. So they're brought back, and as they do, they end up dropping towards the Valkyrie, parachuting in, and immediately they realize the Valkyrie is under attack. Essentially, there is one goal here. There's only one way to actually stop this war with China. It's revealing Jinji to the Chinese people. So they have to get on board and they have to rescue Jinji. So they work their way through when they run into some of the soldiers on the boat.
Drop it, motherfucker! Jesus, Rick. I almost shot you in the face again. You made it back. Tombstone's still alive.
Son of a bitch! We thought you were dead, buddy.
Yeah, man. Damn, after you guys left me,
Where's Jinjie? Is he okay?
you're still around. It's cool. And yes, Jinjae's safe. I'll take you to him.
So Pac was actually alive after that raid on the airbase. Now, you may have missed something when I played that cutscene for you last time, but watch what Hannah does as the Chinese soldiers go to inspect Pac.
You fucking...
不要管他，他已经死了。带走这个。
So without even knowing at the time, Hannah was actually the one that saved Pac. So now they end up working their way back to the med bay and working their way to Jinji.
Better late than never, squad. You gotta get him out of here.
Easy, you have been unconscious for several days. You shouldn't even be speaking.
My voice is my weapon. If I am silent, I am nothing.
我让你失望了，对不起。
不慌，你永远是我的后盾。They come for me. Chang's men.
Look, take this. We need to get you out of
I
here.
have put down my guns, Captain. My brothers will not kill me.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear. Your brothers think you're already dead. You're a target, like us. An assignment. Search and destroy.
Then they have to see me. Know that I still breathe. They will forget their mission and lay down their arms.
So, we let him in and see what happens?
Yes.
That was a joke. Irish, Recker, cover the door.
I am serious. If we fight, it is over. I will open the door
I
myself.
can't let you do that. Now you listen to me. They'll kill you the second they get through. That door's the only thing keeping you alive.
With such an extreme trauma, he shouldn't even be up. I mean, this is the concussion talking.
In this room, I am invisible.
Oh, Jesus.
I am dead already. We all are. If I cannot show my face, if I cannot speak to my brothers without fear, then I have lost. I need to know where I stand.
So Jinji essentially says if he reveals his face to the Chinese soldiers, they will immediately lay down their arms and switch sides instead of working for Admiral Chang. And this is what happens.
Easy! Easy! Easy!
喂，兄弟，你别骗了。如果你用力听，我会告诉你事情。
Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Stand down.
Now, this immediately reveals to the Chinese soldiers that the lie was about America. America never assassinated him. In fact, America was protecting him. So now the only other problem is Admiral Chang and his warship are coming for the Valkyrie to destroy the warship and to kill Jinji. However, there was no more missiles, there was no more artillery left on the Valkyrie. So they had one last option. Quite literally drive up to the boat with a bunch of explosives and blow a hole in it. So they get to the side of the boat, they plant the explosives, and then they use essentially a grappling hook to grab onto a crane that is right conveniently posted above the boat. However, when they get up there, they realize something. The C4 they planted isn't working.
Hannah, hit the switch!
Red! Something's wrong! There's no connection! Recker!
Fuck, give it to me! We gotta go back down!
Okay, well, only one of us needs to go. Recker!
So this is where the game has multiple endings. You have one charge of C4. You can either hand it to Hannah and she'll go down, explode it, and she'll die. Or you hand it to Irish, he goes down and explodes it and he'll die. Or you do nothing and the Valkyrie explodes, that obviously not being the canon ending because then Jinji would die, also Pac would die. Also, since we know that Battlefield 2042 is connected with Battlefield 4, guess who is in the trailer for 2042? Irish. So we know that he didn't die as well, which tells us what the canon ending is. Before we get to that though, the tie-in to Battlefield 6. If you didn't know, one of the pre-order bonuses is the Tombstone pack. Now there's a couple interesting things about this. Number one, the Gravedigger skin being a reference to Pac from Battlefield 4. And then the Fallen Heroes player card actually looks as though Recker, who is the title character for Battlefield 4, has somehow died, but that has not happened in Battlefield 4. However, there may be a little bit of a future video that we need to go over, because if you guys want to see more Battlefield story, there's more games that seemingly connect together, whether we're talking about Battlefield 1, Battlefield Hardlined, or even 2042. There's a lot of story there to cover, and if you want to see more Battlefield story, hit the like button. But without further ado, I won't keep you any longer. This is the canon ending for Battlefield 4.
You are not risking your life, Hannah. I'm Irish, remember? The lucky one. Give it to me, Recker.
Recker, I risk my life for my country every day. Give me the charge.
Your country needs you alive, Hannah. You are not going down, period. Come on, Recker.
Recker, when the detonator goes green, you push the button.
Hannah! Motherfuckers!
It's set! Push the button, Recker!
You're gonna kill her!
God damn it! Tombstone! Blow that ship!
She gave her life, Recker. She gave her life for every fucking thing she believed in.
Fortress, this is Bloodhound. Tombstone's on board. We're bringing them back. All are accounted for? One of them is missing in action, sir. Nothing we can do. We have to pull out immediately. Shit. Understood. I'll get my Marines back home.